Hello Sagittarius, my name is Megan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and comment on this video if it just so happens to resonate with you. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the person that's on your mind. My readings are for sun, moon, and rising signs. So let's get into it. What is going on with Sagittarius and their person? If the reading doesn't resonate, just check it. It's probably not for you, but let's help out the people that it will resonate with. All right, Sagittarius, what is happening? What's the current energies? 5 of Swords, 4 of Cups. There's someone in your energy field who either backstabbed you or they're just up to no good. They're up to no good. This could be somebody who can turn very violent at the blink of an eye. It's somebody who is also never quite satisfied, not only with where they're at in life, but with who they're with. This is the energy very much of somebody who gets bored very fast, very easily. Stabs you in the back, right? The 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Whenever I see either of those come out in a reading, it's typically the energy, they're kind of like cousins. And it's the energy of being sneaky, being selfish, stabbing someone in the back, and then smiling about it instead of having a human heart and feeling bad, right? It's very much that energy. And then paired with the 4 of Cups, the energy very much of nothing's ever good enough for this person. This person is hard to satisfy. And Sag, anytime, you could be dealing with a Cancer, anytime we're dealing with somebody that's hard to please in that way, I feel like a lot of times when we're dealing with somebody like this, it can really put us in our own heads after like a certain time period in the relationship, right after those initial feelings start to fade off and you start to see this person for who they are and like what's actually going on here. Anytime we're dealing with an energy who treats not only you like you're not enough, but just, you know, opportunities that they may have, other people from their past, maybe you saw them kind of act in this way. This is somebody who gets used to that, to a feeling of either having something or somebody, and they don't know how to be grateful for what they have. And anytime you're dealing with somebody that like that, it can directly implicate us, the people dealing with somebody like this, because it makes us go into pleaser mode. It makes us be like, in our, like psychologically in our brains, we go, I want to be that one person, right? Everybody wants to be that one person who can help a person like this change, or you want to be that one person that this person changes for. And no judgment, I've been there multiple times actually. So no judgment, but I just know what it's like being on the other side of that. Right, so I used to deal with somebody in my 20s who was very much like this. He was an extremely successful man, materially, had a harder time opening up emotionally, but he always, after, you know, we had one of those on and off things, right, that was very, very hard to break free from. Thank God I did. This was a long time ago as well. However, there was a lesson learned that I feel like I need to share with you. In dealing with somebody like this in my own life in my 20s, I remember feeling like I constantly had to prove my worth to this person. I constantly had to prove, wait, no, I'm better than the next shiny thing. And it really puts us in a state of disempowerment. And when I look back on my life at that time when that person was in my life, things were not manifesting. I'll be honest, I was drinking quite a bit because I didn't feel like I was enough. Here's the caveat though, Sag. I was enough. I was enough. You are enough. It's this person. It was the person I was dealing with. To this day, that same guy, and I don't ever wish ill on anyone. I wish him nothing but the best. But to this day, he's still in that energy, and that's okay. That's his prerogative. I don't wish anything ill towards him whatsoever. But I'm just saying it's hard for these kinds of personalities to change, right? So to think that this person is going to change like just for you, that can be a really dangerous territory to be in, because what ends up happening without us even knowing it, it happens unbeknownst to us. Our self-confidence starts to drop a little, because our energy is going full force towards pleasing this person, towards proving that you can be the one, that you can be good enough for this person. But this is somebody who, no matter how hard you try, no matter what you give, it's never going to be enough. They're always going to want more and more and more. So someone out there needed to hear that. With the Sun card reversed there, yeah, I'm definitely getting that this connection has major vibration slip or major vibration slip. If it's more of a past energy, you could have even lost resources, finance. This was a very one-sided connection. This was a connection where you felt like you were giving your all, but this person was treating you like whatever. I can get another one of them by tomorrow. Well, actually, no, you can't, because every person, we know this from numerology and astrology, every person on planet Earth is uniquely made up, specifically to you, right? So if this person thinks, oh, I can get them, whatever. This is also the kind of person who, once you walk, they want you back, because they're always chasing after what they can't have. Nothing's ever good enough. They go on to the next person. They're not good enough. Suddenly they want you back. They'll come back in with a backstabbing energy. This is definitely the kind of energy of like someone who would spin the block, for lack of a better word. How does this person feel at the deepest level about Sagittarius? That flew out. Yes, they know that they give to others, and they know that they put you in that situation. Devil card reversed. This person knows. This person is well aware that they are like this. They are well aware that they possibly entertain more than one option, or just that they, at least in this instance, you know, they give to others, potentially third parties, or anything. For them, it's even like career. Nothing's ever good enough, right? They may have like 400 different projects going at once because they can't ever settle on one. It's just that energy. They can't ever be happy just with what they have. This person has a really hard time manifesting things into their lives. I don't even have to pull cards to know that, because anyone who's in the energy when it comes to opportunities, like financially, right? Like this, nothing's ever good enough, or they get that big opportunity and then you get used to it. That's human nature. It's our job as humans to be grateful, to appreciate what we have, and it's actually a huge key component to manifesting our dream desires in our life, whether love or finances, abundance, whatever it is that you're manifesting. If you're in this energy, like this person is, it's very, very hard to manifest anything when we're not grateful for the beautiful things that are already in our life, right? It's very, very easy to go through life not being grateful. You know, sometimes I'll get stuck in those negative mental cycles and I have to snap out of it. Wait a minute. This candle right here, I was able to buy that. There's some people that cannot buy candles right now, you know? Truly, that's a really silly example, but is it? Because we should be thankful for everything. Absolutely everything. These flowers in the background that I have, my mom gave those to me last time I went to go see her. So every time I look at them, they remind me of my mom. Either way, just the little things throughout your life, if you can go around and just being like, man, I'm grateful for that, because it's human nature to sort of get complacent, get comfortable with things. And that's why, without even pulling cards, or meeting this person, I sort of know that they have a hard time manifesting, because this is somebody who has a very hard time being grateful for the things that they have. Why I say that they know that they have these patterns of toxic behavior, Devil card reverse here. They're aware. They would like to change at some point. I don't feel, you could be dealing with an Aries with the Emperor card here, but yeah, it's like they do want something like real and honest. We actually have the Ten of Cups. But again, the Magician reversed. They have a hard time manifesting not only love, like that could be love with you or with others that are there in their energy. They're having trouble manifesting resources as well. And it all breaks down to the fact that nothing is ever good enough for this person. They're very, very cynical. They're very cynical. Nothing's ever good enough. I'm getting specifically for you, Sag, for some of you out there, you're like the one person that this person could have seen themselves settling down with. And they are pretty, I won't say upset, disgruntled. They're disgruntled that there was an ending here. But they also know that it's deserved. They also know that this ending's deserved with the Six of Pentacles, because they were giving elsewhere where they shouldn't have necessarily been giving. This is somebody who does not listen to their intuition. Let's see here. Yeah, they have such a hard time being grateful for the things that the universe brings into their life. And when we can't take the time to be grateful for the little things, let alone the big things, it makes it very hard to manifest anything else, because God, a lot of times, or the universe, will look down at all of us humans and go, who's the most grateful? Ah, him or her. I like him or her. You know what? I'm going to help him out. I'm going to bring this together. Now, the universe is always working in all of our favors, whether we know it or not. In non-Western astrology, you know, you might be in your enemy, or maybe that's why things aren't working out quite as well. I always touch on more of the deeper astrology and numerology placements in my personal reading. So if you're interested in a personal reading, go ahead and email me at the email in the description box below, and we can get that set up for you. But anyways, yeah, some of you could be in your enemy year. I'm getting that for somebody out there. Anyways, let's go ahead and see, how does Sagittarius feel about this person at the deepest level? Yeah, they just bring you anxiety. They bring you anxiety. You felt... You could be keeping an eye on this person. Yeah, you definitely could be, because I feel like it hurt you to walk away. You did take the action, Sag, that's right, that's you. Queen of Wands, fire energy. You really took the action here to actually walk away from this, or you're about to. That doesn't mean it doesn't make you sad. That doesn't mean it doesn't make you think about all the good times that you had with this person and how you wish that they would have just held on. Right? You really wish that this person could essentially level up and be the highest version of themselves. You probably have seen this person in certain circumstances, maybe something career-wise at one point, really be a stand-up person, really be the kind of person that you're wanting at this point in your life. And when you saw that energy, it made you excited, only for this person to turn around and really kind of be overall a little bit more negative in life. And when we're dating somebody who's in a negative mental space, negative energy space, that can rub off on us sometimes. So sometimes it is divine intervention from the universe for something to not work out. And in this case, it looks to me like the universe doesn't really want you around this person right now. And it has nothing to do with you, Sag. It has everything to do with the fact that this person has many, many toxic traits that they need to work on. They need to work on this. You guys are not a vibrational match right now. And usually that's what occurs when a breakup is happening. It's very easy to say, oh, he did this, she did that, blah, 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 blah. In reality, no matter what the circumstance, it's the universe trying to let one or both of you know it's time to either level up, go there, and it's up to this person. Are they going to level up vibrationally with you? Oh, maybe. Oh, cool. We don't break up. But most of the time, one person will level up. The universe will send intuitive hits, start this business, go here, do this, whatever. Person will level up, gets in a really happy vibrational state, and then this person, what? They stay right there. Sometimes they even get jealous and they dip a little bit lower, but they stay right there. That is a vibrational mismatch, and that's where the most conflicts in relationships happen. And right now, in this person's energy, this person knows this too. I'm seeing that they are well aware that they'll just hold you back. And the universe is well aware of it as well. What is the advice for Sagittarius regarding this situation? Yeah. I feel like this was a very, very unsteady, very, there could have been a lot of conflict between you and this person, but there was absolutely some sort of third-party energy here. When I see the Three of Cups reversed, it's just kind of confirmation of what we already knew, though, right? This person has a hard time feeling like anything's ever good enough. That is definitely the energy of somebody that's going to constantly seek out that validation. And usually where that stems from, deep within inside of this person, is that they don't feel necessarily good enough. They don't feel like they're good enough, so they're going to project that onto other energies out in the world. They're going to project that. They're going to try and play around just for that validation hit, because they actually don't feel worthy deep within themselves. And Sagittarius, I teach this all the time, that it's not up to you to fix this person. It's only up to you to be doing what God sent you here to do. That's different for every single one of us because, like I said, we all have our different astrological and numerological makeups. It's different for everybody. We all have a different soul purpose. It's very easy to see it though in the astrology and the numbers. You can really deduce and decode what it is you're supposed to be doing here. If you would like help decoding that, that's what I do. Email me for a personal reading. But this is very much the energy of this person knows that they're going to hold you back. You have an intuitive feeling this person has been holding you back, right? Because they were dealing with others. And then when somebody's dealing with others and then they try to deal with us at the same time, you can feel that energy. You can feel it. Energy never, ever, ever lies. This person may have just acted different a little bit. That energy doesn't lie. It was enough for you to catch on to the fact that something else may have been going on here. I did see the Ten of Pentacles. What else is coming in for Sagittarius, though? Because I just saw that Ten of Pentacles. What you have coming in next, Sag, is somebody, somebody's going to move in really fast towards you, and they're going to move with a lot of vigor. I don't know if I use that word right. They're going to move with a lot of valor. Is that right? I don't know. Either way, they're moving. They're moving fast right towards you. This person, this newer person, could be everything you've kind of been waiting for, but the universe is waiting for this icky energy of your past person treating you and others like they're not up to their standards, and it's directly an implication of the fact that this person doesn't feel that way about themselves, right? And that's up to this person to do that work. Tell me more about the new person, though. It's this new person headed towards Sagittarius. Be careful that this new person isn't just saying all of the right things. Make sure they're also doing the right things. That is how we develop a trustful relationship, especially romantically with another human, is you really have to not only watch words but actions. I know in my own life I've fallen sort of complacent to believing words, right, instead of watching actions, and it's bit me a couple of times, but that's okay. Everything that you go through is a learning opportunity. Every single thing, especially the bad stuff. I am saying that this person's going to want to almost have something committed right off the bat. It's like when they know, they know, and they know. When they know, they know, and they know. They know. They're going to know right away that they want to be with you. This is somebody who's going to hold on tight to you. They're not going to want to let you go. Someone who's going to actually take action. So it's not going to feel so hot and cold. You're not going to feel the energy of having to figure this newer person out. They're going to kind of be who they are. And that's good. That is exactly what you're looking for, Sag, right? Is somebody whose actions truly match up with what they say that they want. Now, be careful of red flags, right? This is a little love bomby type energy. Make sure with the Emperor reversed there, just again, make sure that this person is who they say that they are. And there's no way you can know that overnight. You just really have to take the time, get to know somebody. Try not to invest too soon, too, when it comes to newer relationships. We tend to, as humans, when we're excited about a new person, we tend to, in our heads, overinvest, right? Even if you're not overinvesting financially or emotionally or anything like that, we can just, we can get an idea in our head when we meet someone new, and it's totally natural. It's part of the fun part. The fun part about seeing someone new, dating someone new, is not really knowing where it's gonna go, right? I am seeing this being a very beautiful new connection, though, with that Four of Wands there. It's going to be something that you've been waiting for, and it's something that the universe is going to delve out to you as good karma for walking away, even though it hurt you to walk away from this, for walking away from this past situation. So you have a lot of beautiful times up ahead with this new person. How will Sagittarius know that this new person their person? The newer person could have many choices in love. They could be younger than you. They're going to be somebody who plans out a date with you. They could be somebody already in your midst, that sort of with that Judgment card there, that knows what you've been through, or they're very much all about fairness. Could be a Libra, but they're going to come in with some kind of romantic offer here. Maybe smaller because you're just starting out, and again, this is somebody who's well sought after. So they may already be in your lives already, but for those of you don't know who they are yet, how you're going to know is they're going to be romantic, but not in an overly aggressive way. They're going to be genuinely romantic. Sometimes the most romantic gestures are very not in your face, like 1,000 flowers. I mean, nothing's wrong with that either, obviously. But sometimes maybe it's like, here's this one flower that I saw and I couldn't not get it because it's yours, right? It's like just a little gesture like that but it's going to be that much more romantic because it's smaller and this person doesn't want to scare you away. They have choices, but they're not interested in those. You're kind of the choice that this new person has their main focus on. So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys next time.